Hey, everybody! Hi, everybody!
So, Ben,
Hi, everybody!
do you have a story about human reproduction?
Yeah, I do, man. So after,
I do.
Yeah, I do. Gather round, children. I got a story that's gonna shock your senses. Yeah, man. Let's see. So after we had our second child, my wife and I decided that we had enough children, and
2 perfect children, I might add,
and we were going to
in every way.
we were going to take surgical measures to prevent the further procreation.
Because after the second one, they get all jacked up.
After the 0 one.
I'm baby number 3, in case you're counting at home, folks.
So we decided that we're going to do surgical measures against further procreation, and no more babies going to pop out of that place
Area? Yes.
Yeah, that baby hole.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What?
So eloquently, but no, anyway.
So this story is less about surgeries and things like that. It's more about the weird doctor that I went to see. So he was recommended by my wife's doctor. And so I went to see this doctor and I got an appointment and I go in there, and it's kind of in like one of those medical practice buildings. It's like 3 stories, and they're all like these little, like, kind of rundown little claustrophobic places. So I check in, and I'm nervous, of course, because I don't know what's going to happen. So I go in and I see the doctor, and he goes, "All right, let me see what I'm working with here." And he goes, "Let's lay down." So, okay, take my pants down and stuff. And then he's like, no gloves, nothing. He doesn't wash his hands, nothing. He starts like, what do we got going on here? He's like, poop, 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 and this will be fine. No worries. This is fine. And then he just goes and sits right down. He doesn't wash his hands, nothing. He just takes a pen out and he starts writing like the thing down. Like, this is really weird. Like,
he goes one of these, he goes,
yeah. He's like,
right.
Yeah. I was like, I just thought that was so odd. And I was like, I don't know. And okay, yeah, this will be fine. He writes this stuff down. And it was just a weird experience with the doctor. So if the surgery went fine, he goes, "I'll give you the option. Do you want to be awake for this?" I'm like, "No, definitely not."
Yes.
No, I don't even want to be awake for the idea of this. Like, even right now talking about it, I don't want to be awake for it.
Right.
So,
yes.
Yeah, it was fine. It knocked me out. I wake up, a little bit, walk a little funny, and get home, put some ice on it, and
I can finally sing those high notes.
Yeah, sit there. No, I sat there with I took a bag of peas and stuff, sat on my lap. That's all good. And
didn't wash my hands.
That's the story. That was the weird part of the whole experience. Was the doctor was checking my testicles out, and no gloves, no washing of hands, nothing. And it just was a little weird.
Yeah.
But apparently it worked because I haven't had any more babies. So
yeah. Well,
I guess job well done. I don't know. You don't need gloves or wash your hands.
Yeah. Well, as long as you did it after lunch, I guess that's all that really matters.
Yeah, he had a sandwich. Yeah, hold on. Let me take a bite.
Let's say it's
Yep.
Oh my Lord.
That's my story.
That's a good story. It's a
weird one. Yeah, some doctors are a little bit more casual than others, I guess. I had a dentist. Oh, talk about no gloves. This is my wife's family dentist, and me and my wife coming back from vacation on our street of pulling into the driveway, and it cracked one of the molars. So she's like, you can go to my family dentist. So I go to this dentist, and he's since passed away, but he was like semi-retired. So he didn't have a receptionist. He didn't have a dental hygienist. He didn't have anybody helping him. It was just this guy
and his dog.
It was like it was like the downstairs of his house, and you just go into the, like the door on the side, and you go and you hear the TV upstairs and stuff. You go in, and he's like, "Oh yeah, well that tooth's got to come out." All right, and then he just goes to work. No gloves. No washing. He just goes in there with like a pliers, and you could hear it like crunching and stuff and coming out. Sets to work to take it out. He cracks it. He's like got the pliers. He can't get it out. He struggles for like half an hour. He's yelling at me, "Stop moving around. I'm like struggling. He's like
He's got
pushing on my jaw.
Parkinson's. He's like comes up to you like this. You're like, oh God, no! It's like,
So finally, after like 25 minutes of him struggling, then he X-rays it and he goes, "Oh, it's got 3 roots," and then he cracks it in half, and then it comes out.
Oh God!
Oh my God, dude! I never went back there, but it was like the funniest thing because I would get canker sores in my mouth after I would go there because he wouldn't wear gloves, man. His hands are all scratchy and stuff.
Oh,
that was a nightmare dentist. Yes,
so
he has since passed away, but
horrible.
But it's like that was the worst. My dentist now is not even that much better. Maybe it's me.
Maybe
I had a broken tooth. My stupid old teeth. I was eating a piece of bread, and I cracked the tooth
that I had soaked in water overnight. Like,
so I go to the dentist. He's like, "Yeah, we're gonna have to, we have to put a crown on it, whatever." I expected that. It was, so they make a temporary crown. Fine. Come back in 2 weeks. We'll put the crown on. Right. So I go back. They take the old crown, the temporary crown off. Then they take the new crown and they're like, I can feel him. He's like, it doesn't fit right. I can feel it. It's not right. He's like, oh yeah, this doesn't fit right. All right, take it out. We'll have to make a new one. Put the temporary one back on. Come back in 2 weeks. I'm like, all right, so now it's a month since the thing originally broke. So then I come back after 2 weeks and now they've got a different thing. They go to put it in. As they're pushing it in, it cracks. I'm like, so now what? He goes, well, now we're going to make another one. So it's another 2 weeks. And now my tooth is like angry as hell because every time they have to take the thing off and put it on and glue it and all this stuff, my tooth was like getting pretty pissed off at this point. And so now another 2 weeks, finally, it was like 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks. What is that? Like a month? I don't even know.
Yeah.
Like it was 2 months. Finally, I go back again. This time it fits. They don't break it. And yet I still go back to the same dentist. It's like, why? Maybe it's me. Maybe I shouldn't go to this dentist, but it took them 3 fucking tries to get the stupid crown on. And then I got to go to the periodontist, which is the worst thing ever. They really clean your teeth. They give you an injection on the inside of your mouth where he's like, oh, this is going to hurt. And I'm like, okay. Cause they don't numb it or anything. They jam the needle in there and then they give you the injection. If it's like, I don't even know what part of your mouth that is, but it's painful.
The weird part is they always have you unzip your pants before you start. I don't know what that's all about.
I woke up pants unbuttoned.
Buttons in my butthole.
But those people, you want to talk about a cleaning? They take like, it goes underneath, the part in between your roots of your tooth.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They go in between, they go like down underneath, and it feels like your tooth is going to come out because they're pulling on it so hard and scraping and cleaning and stuff. I mean, honestly, I almost rather just like, okay, put me to sleep and take the fucking tooth out at this point, because I'd rather not go to the periodontist anymore. Honestly.
Let me tell you, the great thing about becoming old is that I am looking forward to yanking all these fucking teeth out of my mouth and just getting a really just lovely set of dentures that, nothing, no gaps, nothing weird. Like I just get all that.
You could do implants or something.
You know how much, look how much my bottom teeth are. Look at that. Oh, gorgeous. Oh,
they look good.
Straight.
They look nice.
This ain't fucking train wreck. I don't know.
Just anyway, you know what? Just go out and buy a couple of lottery tickets. You get enough from that to do your fucking teeth.
Let me hold on.
Take a note. Yeah. Is that the nut? Is that the pen that you use during the nut?
Yeah, there's definitely the nut exam.
The nut inspection.
2 lotto tickets.
Check.
Ka-ching.
Got it.
Done. I tell you, I do like playing the lotto from time to time, and my favorite, I generally play scratch offs, and like yourself, I generally do not go crazy on the scratch offs. I will buy a $2 scratch offs. It's generally the high end of my purchase power. And but down here, there's a thing called what is it called? A grand a week. And
Oh yeah, yeah. Win
so-
for life. They call that win for
Yeah.
life up here.
Yeah. So if you for $2, you could win $1,000 a week for 20 years, which is for life in my case.
Oh, beyond,
Maybe
well
I may
beyond.
exactly. So $1,000 a week.
Oh yeah, that's
That
packing
goes-
up time. Hey,
That
hey,
goes
boss, I'm
yeah.
done. I'll see you
Yeah.
later. Bye.
Yep, that's guess
Yeah.
who's getting a new job working on the pier? That's me.
Yeah,
Yep,
right.
selling shrimp and fresh dead.
Yeah.
So yeah, but so that's the one when it's in season. It's a seasonal lotto
Mm.
in the fall generally when the leaves start to change. It's on your chest. So yeah, I play that like crazy. But that's pretty. I haven't bought a lotto ticket in a long time.
Maybe you should. You should start investing heavily in the lotto.
You laugh.
Pays
I think
huge
it's-
dividends.
It's
I mean,
got
you're more
to.
likely. You're more likely to get hit by lightning or something. Is the
Really? What does that pay?
well, that also solves problems in a different way.
David tells a joke about that. It's like, hey, I got hit by lightning. Did I get a superpower? I don't know. Is rolling around the ground shitting yourself a superpower? It's not, Dave. It's not. I know. I've done it. It's not a superpower.
I've tried it.
Don't do it, kids. Oh my God. Okay. So,
Hi, everybody.
Hi,
Thanks
everybody.
for watching, everybody.
Goodbye.